Okay, I'm just going to do a quick little video about how to replace the top of the head here. Like if you have a nice portrait but it's been cut off, um, there are probably multiple ways to do it, just like anything else. But the way I do it, I go to my crop tool and I just give myself some space here. Go ahead and click check mark, or you can double click inside to accept it. And then in order to rebuild this missing portion, what I would do is borrow from this section of hair. So I will take like my lasso tool, anything that you can make a selection with, and I'm just going to select, well, if my mouse will cooperate, just going to select this portion of the hair, and then we'll go to edit, copy, edit, paste, and that put that piece of hair on its own separate layer, made a copy of it. And now I can manipulate this portion to fill in that portion that's missing. So I'm going to turn the opacity down on it, get my move tool, pull it out here where you can see it. And so it needs to be flipped to the right a little bit, so I'm going to go to edit, transform, rotate. I'm going to spin it around here until it looks like it's sort of matching up. In some cases you may need to stretch it, different things, but I think if it'll cooperate, I think this one's going to be just fine as far as the size, if I can just get the rotation right. Pull it over here where it matches up a little better. And then I just double clicked inside there to accept that change. I'm going to use the arrow key on my keyboard, the down arrow, to kind of line that up more precisely. And I keep it transparent so I can see through it, so I can kind of see where I'm at. And then I'm going to back off and look at the shape of the child's head and make sure it looks right, and I don't have it too high or too low, give him a flat head. Then I'm going to pull the opacity back up to 100%. And obviously it doesn't line up, doesn't match up with the coloring, but you can fix that with clone tool and other repair tools. But this is going to fill in your major portion. I might bump that up just a tiny bit. I'm going to use my arrow keys again. Bump that up a little bit. Now I'm going to add excuse me, a layer mask, which I only need one, which is the third button over. And a layer mask is, if you color with black, it will hide this, and if you color with white, it will bring it back. So I'm just, with a soft brush, hiding that edge a little bit just to help that blend in. I may have to use, and I'm going to switch over to white to bring a little bit back. I don't like that little bump I made right there. I may have to use the burn tool. I may have to use the dodge tool, different things like that to help those colors blend in. Or I can use clone stamp, whatever. But that's starting to get that missing portion back. It looks like I could maybe make a copy again and fill in a little bit right here. I kind of like the way that looks, so I'm going to go back to the background. I'm going to hide this one so I can see. I'm going to go back to the background and I'm going to pick I'm just going to take a section from right here. Copy, edit, paste. I'm going to pull this up above. Pull that layer above the other layer. If I can make my mouse work. It's early. Apparently my mouse is double clicking and I don't want it to. Well, never mind. I guess I'm not going to pull that up because my mouse isn't cooperating. There we go. There. Get that layer 2 at the top. I'm going to turn layer 1 back on so I can see it. Get my move tool. Pull this piece out here where I can see it. I'm going to turn the opacity down a little bit. Apparently I need to clean my mouse. There we go. Edit. Transform. I'll rotate that again. Just move it over here. I just want to borrow a little bit of that. That looks about right. I hit enter on my keyboard to accept that. Turn the opacity up so I can see it. Use my arrow keys on my keyboard to line it up. And I'm looking at this section right here. I'm trying to line it up there. And that looks pretty lined up. I'm going to add a layer mask. I'm with black paint. I'm going to mask this out. And obviously the colors don't exactly match, but that can be fixed. Yeah, that kind of filled that little gap in. It might need to be cut down a little here. Almost looks like I give him a woman's haircut. There we go, that's a little better. So now after that, the rest of it is just filling this in with your background, blending this in a little bit better so that it looks like it's natural, all one piece. But that's how I do it and take care of the missing top of a person's head in a photo. If you have any questions, let me know.